Mamalu é mamãe de Lumama. E Lumama é filha de Mamalu. Mamalu é mamãe de Lumama. E Lumama é filha de Mamalu.
Hi guys, I'm so excited. It's finally happening. My YouTube channel, the Mamalu Kitchen YouTube channel, where I get to share my amazing recipes with you guys. My mother's recipes, my grandmother's recipes, and in some cases my great-grandmother's recipes with your families. It's all about delicious, easy to make, but so impressive to look at, delicious in taste, food, mostly Mediterranean, a lot of Lebanese because that's where I'm from. First recipe that we are doing is my onion tart tatin, and this never fails me. It is a star in my cooking classes because that's what I do. I teach people how to cook here in Dubai, and they love this recipe. It's basically an onion tart, and tart tatin is basically a tart that you flip. It's a French tart. Usually they make it with sweet tarts, like you can do peach tart tatin, you can do apple tart tatin, that's the traditional one, but we are making a savory version with onions, and it's amazing. The first thing that we're going to start with is some butter. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter. You'll need a tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, half a teaspoon of crushed black pepper, half a teaspoon of pink salt. You can use any salt, sea salt, but I love Himalayan salt, and around 4 sprigs of fresh thyme, some ready-made puff pastry dough, as you can see, and extra flour for rolling the dough, and of course, the star ingredient of the dish, onions. So we start off with melting our butter. So this is around 2 tablespoons, give or take, of butter. Now I'm going to put my sugar. If you like sweetness, you'd want a tablespoon. If you don't, you can just keep it to a teaspoon. So over here, and you want to caramelize this before you put the onions on. And we're just going to put our onions like that, and you want them tightly packed. That's the whole idea. Okay, so you have our beautiful onions nicely packed, and that's around 8 onions. This pan is a bit larger than the one I usually use, so we might need a little bit more onions. So this is the red onion with the peel. And what you want to do is really, I'm going to show you, because this is such an important part. When you peel your onion, you don't want to chop too much of the, I'm not sure what it's called, the end part. Okay, so you want to leave it connected. Because if you chop a lot of this end or top part off, then your onion will fall apart. It won't have the root to connect it. So when you flip your onion, you're just going to have layers of onion flipping about, and you don't want that. You want nicely, tightly packed onions. So that's how you do it. This is the onion that you want to look like. And then after you have this part, you really thinly chop that end part, so it's still connected. You can see, and then you can cut it in half. And I guarantee nothing is going to fall. Your onion is nice and solid and perfect for the dish. So now the second part is adding the balsamic vinegar. Again, 2 tablespoons, and you hear that beautiful sizzle. The smell, oh yum. It's like a balsamic sauna in here, okay? And then you're going to put the salt. You want to season it with some salt in here. So that's around half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to put the crushed black pepper. Okay, and you really want to season it to bring out, because it is a savory tart, and the salt and pepper really makes it savory, and it brings out the sweetness of the onions. And then some fresh thyme sprigs, and you want to put a lot of thyme, because thyme and onions are just a match made in heaven. We're just going to put all that in there, and you can see that it's starting to caramelize. So what we're going to do now is we are going to roll out our puff pastry dough, and we don't want it too thin. We just really want it to cover the gorgeous caramelized onions. Okay, so that's it. So basically what you're going to do is, I just covered the onions over here, and it comes in parchment paper already. So if it doesn't come in parchment paper, you want to add that parchment paper under the dough before you flip it, just because it's like easier to work. And I want to cover all my onions nicely. And then with a pair of scissors, you just want to cut the corners off. Okay, and then what you want to do is you twist and flip twist and flip. And in some cases, you don't need to tuck it in because it is already short. And then you want to get a fork and you want to just pierce inside the tart, and this will stop it from rising, and it is ready for the oven. So our tart is done. I'm so excited to show you. So this is the one that was cooking. Anyway, this is it. It's gorgeous. It's hot. You can see the pastry is nice and golden, and this is what we want. With either a knife or one of these like cake servers, you just want to go around the edges. Just loosen the dough up so it comes off easily when you flip it. And now it is for the pièce de résistance. And we are going to flip. And I can hear it. So you want to get comfortable, right? And see. And that is our gorgeous onion tart. So let's just make it look nice and pretty. And we have these microgreens, edible flowers that we can just give it some color. And there we go. Looks delicious. So enjoy making this, and don't forget to tag Mamalu Kitchen on Instagram so we can reshare your recipe on our Insta page. If you want more delicious recipes for your dinner parties and your families, don't forget to subscribe to the Mamalu Kitchen YouTube channel and hit the bell for the notifications. Enjoy. Oh, yum. So good.